What is it like for him to be dealing with this kind of track at these speeds as he's the meat in the sandwich getting bobbed around and he crashes?
Oh no, big trouble.
Yeah, we talked about a couple of slides or maybe 3. It's going to eventually go wrong, and it finally did.
He was very loose. Got a piece of that. Here's a look back.
So you can see this coming, Michael, that he's already loose, and if you get somebody on your right side, especially off of turn 4 with that wind blowing, you're in trouble. And he got one bobble, saved it, another bobble, and the car's just really light for him right now, and he just lost it.
You got to tip your cap to Suarez. He saw the issues that Cindric was having. He flared up, gave him plenty of room, but Austin just couldn't keep his car going straight. And Brad, he said on the radio, I don't really know what I could have done there. What advice would you give your quasi-teammate about what he...
We went side by side with that last commercial break, so you were able to witness what is brought out. The 4th caution flag of the day here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Problems for rookie driver Austin Cindric. Again, for the driver out of Mooresville, North Carolina.
And Michael, we've seen 2 wrecks today, and both of them, they've hit the wall in areas you would have never thought we'd hit the wall. So thank you to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for putting safer barriers. We saw Jeff Gordon hit there, I think it was 2008, and it was a massive hit before there was a safer barrier there. So thank you, Bruton Smith and the SMI team for...
And while we were away, one for Austin Cindric in the 60 car.
Looks a lot like what happened to Christopher Bell, Brad. Do you see the same thing? He just gets loose running the high side?
Yep, he's coming in right up against the wall, gets loose, tries to correct it, and what happens is it pulls the front up to the wall. The rear's already sliding to the wall. You make a correction with the right front, and now you've got both of them in the wall. Pretty significant damage. He had to come...
under caution. And here you just see some tight racing. Yeah, you see Austin Cindric check up a little bit, let the 2 in, and
7 just nips him there.
Just barely. Doesn't take much.
Yeah, it looked like you were saying, Clint, it looked like the 22 checked up just a little bit there, and the 7 came up and just...
Daniel Hemrick saw him getting aggressive, and that's Austin Cindric in the 60, going for a slide. Caution out 8 times today.
You can see some damage on the left rear there, maybe side drafting, some contact, and around he went.
Woo, that was intense.
See what happens here. I saw damage on the left rear. Does he get together with Annette? Oh, combination of things happened there. I think the 60 of Cindric tried to get in a hole. Maybe a spotter called him off, pulled down to the inside, and they made contact.
Yeah, it looked like he had the hole there for a second. He went for it and maybe thought maybe he's there, and he didn't want to crash and by clearing himself up when there was a car there. But and then he got to the back bumper and around they went.
And while that was...
Big run right there. You saw what he did.
Oh, around goes the 60. Austin Cindric wrecking in front of the crowd. Daniel Hemrick's caught up. Tyler Reddick. Cindric. Barrel rolls.
See when you're done, Tomlin.
Lands back on his wheels.
Okay, Matt Tiff trying to make a lot happen.
It's Daytona. So you see right here, they enter the corner. It's up the racetrack a little bit. Matt Tiff's going to try to drive in there to get to his inside, and they just got together. 60 of Austin Cindric just wasn't on the very bottom of the racetrack. Opened up a little bit of hole that Matt Tiff you thought was there, and then you see right here the contact with Reddick. Started Cindric's flipping. That's very unusual to see a car flip that late after.
Competitor Austin Cindric, a little trouble there, DJ. Looks like he's made contact with the right side of the car.
It's easy to get in trouble at this.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, just getting into the corner. Yeah, you try to take that high line and utilize that PJ1 that's in there, but that's substantial damage right there.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone on the team.
Big damage for Austin Cindric.
Hard hit down here right before the flag stand, coming off turn 4. Looks like he hit the inside wall.
Lock him up, flat spot the tires, or have more trouble as Austin Cindric just did in the 60. and then be left with those tires to start the race, or try to beg NASCAR to get you another set.
So that's your frustration. The 60 of Tim. I'm trying to make his father.
He'll appreciate it.
Austin Cindric is already second on the board. So, this is a car that already had a good lap. You see him spin around in the carousel. That's pretty hard contact. This 60 is going to have to really look. We'll take another look at it. That's heavy damage. Look at the front of that car. I would say that's going to be a backup car for the 60. We'll have to take a look and see what.
Going to cost him a little bit of time today. We got another accident in the same area.
This time Austin Cindric in the 60 is around.
No caution again. This time less contact, it looks like, with his car. Let's take a look and see how this happened. Looks like he's got some donuts. Maybe that's part of this. Oh, I don't know if he got any help there. We see it a little bit late, but no contact. He'll get righted, carry on, lose a little track time, but no issue.
And while
you have to race the racetrack.
And caution already, the 60 of Austin Cindric stopped right on the front stretch.
Heavy contact.
Him. Yeah, Spencer Boyd in the 76 avoiding him actually caught the inside wall.
You hear the frustration, you see the frustration, pounding on the steering wheel, screaming on the radio. 2 laps complete of a 147 lap race in the 60.
By the driver. It certainly wasn't anything intentional in that situation, but that doesn't help Austin Cindric at all.
On the restarts, 3 wide down into turn 3 again. The one car. Oh, we got one around. Ty Dillon into the one, hard into the wall. Wow.
Elliott Sadler caught up the one car, and a lot more damage. Cars getting into the grass, and we know that there's so much moisture. The 12 also involved. That's Austin Cindric.
Yeah, the damage on that car looks like maybe he was one of the cars that went in the grass. I'll have to see the replay to confirm, but by himself at the bottom.
16 of Ryan Reed also got caught up in this. Got tagged by the 1 right there.
There's the 12. So the 12 didn't spin. You already see the damage. That tells me that came from the grass.
And we'll ride along with Elliott Sadler. Worked with that organization for many years.
Oh, there you go.
Can he hang on to it? No, he's going to go around. Just as we're touting his abilities, he spins it. Daniel Hemrick now out front.
So he spun through the grass. He's on what part of the original road course. Be careful pulling back in.
Clear right there.
Austin Cindric has just got to clean up with his driving in these Xfinity cars. You can see the car just came around on him. You're leading the race. It's okay to run second. It's still a long way to go in this race. You cannot make these mistakes at this time in the race, Marty.
And Austin just said a moment ago.
He just accelerated and drove away from him.
Hard into the wall already. The 7 and the 20. 2 of the main contenders for the championship.
And Cole Custer, Cindric.
Allgaier got loose, got into the back of the 20. Allgaier into the wall. The 20 also major damage. Didn't even get through turn 2.
Here's a replay right here. 7 and the 20, side by side. The 7 just gets loose, goes up the track, makes contact with Christopher Bell. Bell backs it in the wall. Look at that hard contact for the 22.
An absolute nightmare for the playoff contenders.
In making this happen and getting himself, he just got in the wall right there off of turn 4.
Wow.
We were watching all that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a hard hit. I saw him coming out of the corner and saw he's up out of the groove, but thought he might be able to get it turned. There's just no grip. That's a pretty hard hit. You can see you're carrying a lot of speed off, and you see he's out of the groove right there. And the car just simply will not turn. I don't care if you're out of the gas, you're trying to drive it through it. Yeah, that's
hard.
That's going to be
that is
probably hard. A backup car there.
That's hard. And because